Hey everybody, and welcome back to another exciting episode of Let's Talk Retail. My name's Duffy Fron from Toshiba.
And I'm Troy Stelzer with Xenia Retail.
Today we're going to be talking about transferring retail loyalty with Toshiba and Xenia. We're going to talk about and we're going to explore how loyalty-driven retail strategies powered by Toshiba and our partner Xenia are able to redefine the customer relationship. So let's talk about the evolution of loyalty in retail. We all are part of loyalty programs. We're all part of points programs. And if you don't think you are, look in your wallet, because you definitely are. A lot of these were, loyalty programs centered on discounts, points, very basic type of gamification. Today, loyalty is shaped by more meaningful engagements, personalization, and memorable experiences. When customers feel recognized and valued, they're more likely to stay loyal and even become advocates for the brand.
That's right. Brands that turn shoppers into long-term advocates, like pivoting towards more of a relationship growth between the guest and the brand versus I'm collecting these points so I can get X dollars off of my next purchase.
So we're redefining loyalty around preferences. It's gone from these, has shifted more towards customer choice and convenience.
The best loyalty programs now no longer care about points. They care about the exchange of value for value. Like, if I'm willing to give you my PII, my personal identifying information, I want something more than just points or discounts. Yeah. I want a relationship. I want to feel validated and welcome. I want to feel like you know me.
And that's a great segue, because that's where we're coming into using technology, including AI and stuff like that. So, I'll pass that to you. Tell me a little bit more about, redefining loyalty around preferences and things like that and using technology to help.
Yeah, well, it really comes down to segmentation, right? So we segment our customers into working groups so that we can understand their traits and what their intentions are when they're in our store based on buying history. The difference between buying history, which is what we actually have on the receipt, and shopping history, which is what we explored but maybe didn't purchase.
Yeah.
That's a lot of value there. And for the first time, we're able to actually see how a customer shops our store with click-through like capabilities because of the technology that we're using in stores, like downloadable loyalty applications that can see your functionality or your use case while you're shopping.
Yeah.
And non-downloadable browser-based solutions. And it really comes down to what kind of a retailer are you? What kind of a brand do you have? The non-cyclical brands, there's browser-based technologies like in our own unified commerce platform from Xenia. We have Scan Pay Go Lite, which is just a QR scan to launch experience. It has all the capability of a downloadable app, but none of the commitment. And consumers don't have to rely or maintain anything on their phone's real estate. So there's no fatigue from the applications.
It's funny in that, you talk about commitment and everything like that, and committing to an application or a loyalty program is this progression of value exchange, right? So I've given you a little bit of information.
That's right.
Now you give me a couple of cents off a can of soup. That's great. But later down the line, you're going to know that I buy soup all the time. And maybe you're going to present me with a recipe the day before I go in there that says, hey, you like this soup? Maybe try this bread that goes with it and everything like that.
You mentioned anticipation earlier in our bartender example. So being able to look forward for Duffy and your family and say, oh, it's Spaghetti Friday. Yeah. I know what he's going to be picking up on the way home. Let's get him to buy that bottle of Chianti Classico. Let's get him to, break out and maybe pick up some flowers for the missus and win the evening that way.
And you talk about anticipatory loyalty and things like that, able to increase basket size and purchase size and everything like that. And that's the name of the game, right? I mean, it's about creating these experiences, this brand loyalty and stuff like that. But let's face it, we're in retail. Our job is to move product sometimes, right? And we have to provide the best experience out there and support the customer in lots of different ways to be able to increase that basket size.
So one solution to consider, we talked about modular and scalable solutions from point of sale and self-checkout perspective, but if you can also have in that unified commerce platform a relationship engine that's really kind of a traffic cop, right? Identifying, here are all the things that Duffy's ever purchased from me. Here are all the things he's ever shopped from me, but maybe put back on the shelf, did not transact with me. Gives me a lot of value. It's like .com value for the last 20 years, but blurring the lines between the digital and the brick and mortar, maybe for the first time. So it gives us the ability as advocates for the physical retailer to say, okay, who are our occasional shoppers, our less loyal customers, and how do we entice them to become most loyal or most profitable?
So kind of paraphrasing what you're saying, the relationship engine is the competitive differentiator that takes it from a simple deal-based quantitative transaction into that emotional and experiential type of thing that we're trying to evolve it. We're going to switch gears here and talk a little bit about modular and scalable solutions. If you guys have been tracking with Let's Talk Retail, we've used analogies like Legos and Minecraft and everything like that. But we're going to keep in light of how you can use technology and you can compose different pieces of technology to create a new experience. So again, we're talking about, this is a great era. Data is rising. We have the technology with AI to synthesize that data and provide meaningful interactions between the operators, the customers, and other people in the store. I think AI and connected platforms allow us to create proactive, personalized engagements. It's assistant in nature. It helps us. It augments our experiences. I like the way that AI is able to anticipate and respond to customer needs in real time, helps deliver personalized recommendations to the associates in real time, creates those frictionless experiences that help build trust, loyalty, long-term advocacy by showing us, the customer, that they understand us, that they value us, that this is an interaction and this is an experience.
Yeah, that's a great point about just the human element, how technology helps us carry that water a bit and equals the playing field between a 17 or 18-year-old associate with not a lot of life lesson behind him or her, interacting with a guy in his 50s who's been doing landscape projects for 25 years. The ability to grab you out of line when the queue is long and save you from 20 extra minutes of waiting with a thoughtful MPOS line-busting interdiction. Or the ability to build a cart on the consumer's mobile phone in that downloadable app or a browser session and be able to pass that off to a self-checkout or to a manned point-of-sale lane in that seamless approach. Again, maintaining consistency, that the basket's the same, the consumer's data is treated the same, no matter what module they interact with the consumer with. I always get that consistent feeling that I am still the same consumer to you and you're always the same brand to me. Yeah. Just reinforcing that with brand authenticity as well.
In a sentence, smarter technology anticipates needs, earns trust, and creates loyalty that evolves with the retail. So we've talked about redefining loyalty around customer preferences, utilizing modular and scalable solutions, and elevating loyalty with smart tech. Well, that about wraps it up for this segment of Let's Talk Retail. I'm Duffy Fron from Toshiba.
And I'm Troy Stelzer with Xenia Retail.
And this is
Let's Talk Retail.